In the spring of 1843, the walls of Windsor Castle echoed with the cries of a newborn child, a daughter to Queen Victoria and Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. She was christened Alice Maud Mary, the second daughter of the most powerful monarch in the world, and from the very beginning, she was different from her siblings. Where her mother was stern and commanding, Alice was warm and gentle. While her brothers and sisters were raised to embody royal discipline, Alice's gift was her empathy, a rare tenderness that would shape both her destiny and her downfall. Alice grew up in the golden age of the Victorian Empire, surrounded by splendor and expectation. Yet even amidst royal grandeur, she was drawn to the quiet corners, reading, painting, and nursing her dolls as if they were patients. Her father, Prince Albert, noticed her compassion and encouraged her curiosity about science, medicine, and human welfare. The bond between Alice and her father was unshakable. She became his shadow, always by his side, the daughter who listened, who understood. But that bond would also mark the beginning of her lifelong sorrow. In December 1861, Prince Albert fell gravely ill with typhoid fever. Alice, then just 18, stayed at his bedside, refusing to leave even when the doctors warned her of infection. When her beloved father died, she was the one who comforted her shattered mother, the mighty Queen Victoria, brought to her knees by grief. 4 years, Alice became her mother's nurse, companion, and confidant, a quiet pillar of strength in the storm of royal mourning. But soon, duty and love would pull her away. In 1862, Alice married Prince Louis of Hesse, a modest German prince whose duchy lay far from the glittering courts of England. It was a love match, not arranged for power or politics, but born of genuine affection. Alice moved to Darmstadt, exchanging the marble halls of Windsor for a quieter, simpler life in Hesse. There, she thrived as a devoted wife and mother. Her home was filled with laughter, music, and the noise of children: Victoria, Elizabeth, Ernst, Friedrich, Irene, Alex, and little Marie. She managed her household with care and humility, often writing to her mother that she preferred the plainness of Hesse to the stiffness of court life in England. But while Queen Victoria admired her daughter's sense of duty, she never quite approved of Alice's independence. The Queen found her daughter's simplicity too unroyal, and their letters, though filled with love, often carried tension. Still, Alice followed her heart. She trained as a nurse, worked in hospitals, and visited the sick during the Austro-Prussian War of 1866. To the people of Hesse, she was not just a princess, she was a healer, a comforter, a mother to all. Yet the shadow of sorrow was never far. Among her children, Alice noticed something terribly wrong with her young son Friedrich, affectionately called Fritty. He bruised easily. Small cuts bled endlessly. Doctors soon confirmed the dreadful truth: the boy suffered from hemophilia, the mysterious royal disease carried silently through Queen Victoria's bloodline. Alice's heart broke. She felt cursed, burdened with a hidden legacy of suffering. Then, one summer day in 1873, tragedy struck. Little Fritty, playing near an open window, lost his balance and fell. Alice ran to him, but it was too late. His bleeding could not be stopped. The child died in her arms. Her letters to her mother were filled with quiet despair. "I cannot write, my heart is too full. My darling has gone, and I am broken." The light of her life had dimmed, yet she carried on, tending to her remaining children, turning grief into service. She founded hospitals, trained nurses, and became a leading figure in humanitarian work long before it was fashionable for royalty to do so. But in 1878, fate returned to her doorstep, crueler than before. An outbreak of diphtheria swept through the palace in Darmstadt. One by one, her children fell ill. Doctors urged her to isolate, to stay away from them, but Alice could not bear to watch her little ones suffer alone. She cared for them with her own hands, kissed their fevered brows, whispered comfort through her exhaustion. Then, the illness claimed her sweet daughter Marie, barely 4 years old. Alice was inconsolable. When her husband begged her to rest, she simply said, "If my children die, I must be with them. I could not live knowing they called for me and I was not there." Soon, Alice herself became feverish. Her strength faded quickly. On the 14th of December, 1878, the anniversary of her father Prince Albert's death, Princess Alice died, at only 35 years old. Queen Victoria, upon hearing the news, collapsed in tears. In her diary she wrote, "My precious Alice, my sunshine is gone." The story of Princess Alice did not end in death. Her children carried her name and her sorrow into the next generation. Her eldest daughter, Princess Elizabeth of Hesse, known as Ella, married Grand Duke Sergei Alexandrovich, the uncle of Russia's Tsar Nicholas II. She embraced the Orthodox faith and devoted her life to charity, founding a convent and caring for the poor. But after the Russian Revolution, Ella was captured by the Bolsheviks. In 1918, she was thrown alive into a mineshaft in Alapivsk, her last words said to be a prayer for mercy and peace. And then, there was Alex, the youngest daughter who became Empress Alexandra Fyodorova of Russia, the wife of Tsar Nicholas II himself. Her reign was one of devotion, mysticism, and doom. Haunted by the same curse of hemophilia that had plagued her brother, she turned to the mystic Rasputin for hope. But superstition, politics, and tragedy consumed her life. In July 1918, Alexandra, Nicholas, and their children were executed by Bolshevik soldiers in a cellar in Yekaterinburg. Thus, the line of Princess Alice, born from the heart of Queen Victoria, ended in a storm of revolution and blood. From Windsor to Darmstadt, from love to loss, from life to legend. Princess Alice lived as a daughter of duty, a wife of compassion, and a mother marked by sorrow. She gave her heart to others until there was nothing left to give. And so ends the story of Princess Alice, a daughter of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, remembered not for the splendor of her crown, but for the tenderness of her heart. A woman who lived for others, and died for love and duty. Her short life remains a timeless reminder that compassion and tragedy often walk hand in hand, even within royal walls. Thank you for watching this heartfelt tale. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more stories from the royal past. Until we meet again, in another chapter of history.